Hello guys, welcome. In this video we are going to learn simple interest that is there in the syllabus of your class 10 West Bengal board. I am following Ganit Prakash 4th edition. Before we understand simple interest, first of all we need to understand few terms. Those terms are principal, time, interest, rate, amount, and then we are deriving the formula interest, simple interest equals to PRT over 100, principal into rate into time over 100. So in order to understand these terms, let us take an example. There is a girl over here. She has got some amount with her. Let's say she has got some 15,000 with her and she deposits this in a bank. So the amount that she has deposited in the bank, this becomes the principal. Principal is 15,000. Let's say she deposits it for 4 years. So time period is 4 years. At the end of 4 years, when she finally withdraws this amount, she is gonna get 15,000 which she has initially deposited plus some extra cash, and this extra cash that she gets, this is called the interest. So at the end of 4 years, she has got the amount of money which she got plus extra cash, that is she got principal and she got interest, and this is the amount that she gets. So amount is principal plus interest. Now we have to understand this. So what determines the interest that the girl gets from the bank? So that is determined by rate of interest which the bank gives. Let's say the rate of interest is 10% per annum. So what is rate of interest 10% per annum mean? It means for every 100 rupees that is deposited, at the end of 1 year, the interest that we get is rupees 10 when the rate of interest is 10%. So we can say that for 1 rupee, for 1 year, the interest we get is 10 over 100. So what is the money that we get, interest that we get for 15,000 for 1 year? For 15,000 we get, this is for 1 rupee, this much money. So 15,000 into 10 by 100, this is for 1 year. The time is for 4 years. So at the end of 4 years, the money that we get is, this is for 1 year, so 1 year into 4 years, 15,000 into 10 by 100 into 4 years. So this is the amount of interest that we get. This is simple interest that we get on the principal. So 15,000 here, this is P, this is 10 is rate, and 4, this is time, and this is 100. So interest is PRT over 100. So whenever you have to find interest, you just need to multiply principal, rate, and time. Time should be in years over 100. This is the formula that you need to always remember for simple interest.
After getting the formula for interest as PRT over 100, you can just play around with the terms over here to get principal in terms of RT and I. Like this becomes I times I into 100 by R into T. Or you can get rate as interest into 100 by P into T. Or you can get time as I into 100 by P into R.
Now we are going to solve questions from the book. Chapter 2, let's work out 2. Question number 1 is, two friends together took a loan amount of rupees 15,000 to run a business from a bank at the rate of simple interest of 12% per annum. Let us write by calculating the interest they have to pay after 4 years. So in this question, first we need to note down what all things are given. First, we have been given a loan amount of rupees 15,000. So we know the amount of money that we deposit in the bank or the amount of money that we take from the bank, that is the loan, that is initial sum of money, that is the principal. So in this case, it is 15,000 is the principal. So they took it to run a business from the bank at the rate of simple interest. Now bank will charge some interest rate. So that is 12% per annum. Now let us write by calculating the interest they have to pay after 4 years. After 4 years at this rate, what will be the interest? This question will solve it in two ways. First, we'll solve it in mathematical. First, we'll convert it into mathematical language. Then we'll solve this. And the second one, we do using formula. Okay. You can do it anyway, but to understand, we do it in two ways. Let's write it down. What things are given? We have been given principal, we have been given time, we have been given rate, and what we need to find out is the interest. Now we have been given a rate of 12%. As I've told you, 12% per annum means what? So it means for every 100 rupees that is deposited or taken out, in this case, this is the loan which we get it from the bank. So for every 100 rupees, after 1 year, the interest charge is rupees 12. So for rupee 1, how much will be the interest? It will be 12 divided by this 100. So this many rupees, that is 0.12 rupees for 1 rupee principal. Now the principal is not 1 rupee, it is 15,000. So if for 1 rupee it is this much, for 15,000 it will be 15,000 into interest for 1 rupee, and this is for 1 year. Okay, now we want it to calculate for 4 years. So this is for 1 year. If you want to calculate it for 4 years, at the end of 4 years, then we simply need to add this 4 times, which means multiplying this whole quantity by 4. So 0 gets cancelled, and it is 150 into 4 to 8, 48. Okay, 150 into 48 is 7,200 rupees. So this much is the interest that they need to pay to the bank after 4 years, if the bank is charging them interest rate of 12% per annum. Second question, let us determine the interest of 2000 rupees at the rate of simple interest of 6% per annum from 1st of January to 26th of May 2005. So what are the things we are given? We have been given 2000. This is my principal, and I have to find what is the interest on 2000 when the rate is 6% per annum, and time period is from 1st January to 26th May 2005. So time period is not given in years. We need to first find it in years. Time period is from 1st Jan to 26th May. So in Jan we have 31 days. In February, since he is talking of 2005, so this is not a leap year, so we have 28 days. March we have 31 days. April we have 30 days, and May we have given till 26 May, so 26. So time is in 146 days. We need to convert time into years. Now we know that 365 days makes 1 year. So 1 day makes how many years? 1 by 365 years. 1 day is this many years. How many days? 6 days. 6 days is 1 by 365 into 146, and this will be 0.4 year. So we've got time. Now we need to find interest. We know interest is PRT over 100. P is 2000, R is 6, time, that is 0.4. 4 in terms of years, whole by 100. So 0, 0, and remove this point. This will get cancelled. We 2486 48. So 48 rupees is the interest on the sum of 2000 rupees at the rate of 6% per annum from 1st of Jan to 26th of May 2005. The third question is, let us determine the amount of rupees 960 of simple at the rate of simple interest at 1/3% for 1 year 3 months. So in this question we have to determine amount. We know amount is principal plus interest. Amount of rupees 960. This is my principal at the rate of 8 1/3%. So simplify this 8 1/3% rate, it will become 25 by 3%, and time period is 1 year 3 months. We have to convert this month into year. So 1 year plus, how much is 3 months in terms of year? We know 12 month is equivalent to 1 year. So 1 month will be 1 by 12 year. If 1 month is 1 by 12 year, 3 months will be 3 times 1 by 12, which is 1/4 of a year. So 1 year plus 1/4 of a year, that becomes 5 by 4 year. We have got principal, we need to find interest. Interest is PRT over 100. P is 960. R 25 by 3 time is 5 by 4 over 100. Cancel this 0, cancel this 0. This becomes 96 into 25 into 5 over 10 into 3 into 4. So 428, 96, 3, 1, 424 is 96, 3, 8, 24, and this becomes 5, 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 25 is 100 rupees. 100 rupees is my interest. Okay. I have to find amount. Amount is principal plus interest. Principal is 960. Interest is 100 rupees. If you add this, you will get 1060 rupees as the amount. Question number 4 is, Utpal Babu took a loan of rupees 3200 for 2 years from a cooperative bank for the cultivation of his land at a rate of simple interest of 6% per annum. Let us write by calculating the amount he has to repay after 4 years. Amount is principal plus interest. Principal is 3200 and time for 2 years at the rate of 6% per annum. After all these years, that is after 2 years, what is the interest? So interest is PRT over 100. P 3200, R 6%, and T, that is 2 years over 100. So 0 and 2 zeros gets cancelled. 6 to 12. So this is 32 into 12. 12 into 32, 12, 30, 360 plus 24, which is 384. Okay, 384 rupees. So the interest we got as 384 rupees at the end of 2 years, simple interest. Now I have to find amount. We know amount is principal plus interest, amount after 2 years. So amount after 2 years is principal initial sum 3200, and after 2 years interest on 3200 at the rate of 6%, we found out to be 384. So the answer would be rupees 8453. So 3584 is the amount.